Hi, the story that I'm going to be using for the Jack Draw is Corduroy. This story was written and illustrated by Don Freeman and is a classic that's been around for a whole bunch of years and is one of my absolute favorites. Now in the story, there's a main character and his name is Corduroy. He's this cute little brown bear with green overalls, and the only thing wrong is he is missing a button. Okay, in the beginning of the story, there is a little girl named Lisa and her mother, and they are walking down the aisle of the toy store, and Corduroy is sitting on a shelf, and the little girl notices Corduroy right away, and she's like, oh my god, I have to have this bear. But the mother, she had already spent enough money for the day, and she told Lisa that the bear doesn't even look new. So they part ways, and Corduroy becomes very, very sad, and Lisa is very sad as well. So at the end of the night, when the store closes, Corduroy decides he's going to go and look for himself a new button to replace the button that's missing on his overalls. So he gets off the shelf and he gets on an escalator, and it takes him upstairs to the home goods area. Once he's up there, he's looking around, and he sees a button on a mattress. So he starts pulling and pulling on the mattress, and it flings him back. Well, this knocks over a lamp, which draws attention to himself. So Corduroy gets really, really nervous, and he's like, oh my god. So he gets under this blanket on the bed and hides. This watchman, he comes running, and he's got this flashlight, and he's looking all over the place for what that sound was. So he gets upstairs and shining his flashlight, and all he sees, the watchman sees, is this little bear on the bed. So he picks up the bear and he takes him back down to the toy area and puts him back on the shelf. That next morning, when Corduroy opens his eyes, the little girl Lisa is standing there, and she is going to buy Corduroy. So Lisa goes up to the cash register, and she had taken the money that she had from her piggy bank to purchase Corduroy. And the cash register lady, she's like, do you want me to put Corduroy in a box? And she's like, oh no, I want to carry him in my arms. So she takes Corduroy home and takes him up to her room, and that is where she takes a needle and thread and sews a button onto Corduroy's overalls, hugs him really tight, and she can feel the warmth and love of this friendship, this never-ending friendship that they're always going to have. So now for the items within the story that I'm going to use for the Jack Draw. Of course, the first item I'm going to use is Corduroy. He's the main character, and he's just the perfect item for the story. The second item I'm going to use would be this button. The button here represents the button that was missing on Corduroy's overalls. The next item, flashlight. This item is what the watchman used as he was looking to see what the sound was that Corduroy made when he pulled the button off of the bed. And so this represents the watchman looking all around. Another item I'm going to use is the piggy bank. Now this was Lisa's. She had gotten the money to pay for Corduroy out of her piggy bank. Another item I'm going to use, and it kind of goes along with this piggy bank, would be money. So she got the money out of the piggy bank to purchase Corduroy. The last item I'm going to use is a needle and thread. This is what she used to sew the button back on to Corduroy. Now there is a few other items that you could use to go along with the story. One that I kind of thought about was Lisa, the little girl. She wore a handkerchief type of thing on her head. So I thought maybe you could use a handkerchief type of thing to go on your head to represent the little girl. Another item that you could maybe use would be a change purse. In the story, she had this change purse up at the cash register with her in her hands, and it housed the money that she paid for Corduroy with. Another item I would use would be a blanket. And this shows when Corduroy was hiding from the watchman on the bed. He placed the blanket over his head. And then I would put all of these items in a box. And I would use the box because in the story, the lady at the cash register, she asked Lisa if she wanted to use a box to put Corduroy in to take him home. But, you know, Lisa decided no, that she wanted to just carry him. But these are really great items that you could use to go along with the story. And of course I would enclose the story as well. So thank you so much for watching, and I hope that you have a great day. Thanks.